Hello and welcome to Lessons for Worship. My name is David, and today I'm going to be going over the electric guitar parts for the song Who Else by Gateway Worship. This song is in the key of A flat, and the BPM is 68. So for this particular arrangement, this will work if you're the lead electric guitarist, or if you're a solo electric guitarist, the only electric guitar in the band, this will work really well for you too. So before we get started and looking at the actual parts of the song, let's look at the effects that are going on here. First, let's talk about our overdrives. I have two stages of overdrive. The first one is more of a low to medium gain. So here's my clean tone. And here's with the first stage overdrive. Okay, for my second stage, just giving it a little more, punching through towards the end of the song. Here's with first and second stage turned on. Okay, next let's talk about our reverbs. I have actually two hall reverbs. One is kind of a medium mix, medium decay, not too washy. It should sound something like this. And for my next hall, it is more of a washy type of reverb, longer decay, so it should sound something like this. So really drawn out there. Next, let's talk about our delays. I first have more of a brighter eighth note delay, kind of a medium mix. It's got about 5 or 6 repeats. It should sound something like this. Okay, and next I have a analog delay, again eighth note delay. This one is going to be getting a little bit darker as it goes on. It's got a lot more repeats, probably around 10 repeats, so it should sound something like this. Okay, and then lastly, I have an octave pedal, so 100% dry mix. Towards the end, you're going to be turning this on to really cut through. So playing a single note without it, and then with the octave engaged. All right, so those are our effects. Let's go ahead and talk about the parts of the song. So for the electric guitars, you're going to be sitting out for the first part of the song, and you're not coming in until the first chorus. Now, for this particular arrangement, starting off, you're going to be on your neck pickup as you come in, and I'm going to be having my tone for my neck pickup dialed back just a little bit. I don't want to come in very big here, just very subtly. And so for this, you're going to have your brighter delay, the 5 or 6 repeats, and then the less decayed reverb on, so not the washy one, the less washy one, and you're going to be playing this part. So let me play through the part first, and then I'll break it down. You noticed I actually played this 2 different ways, so if you listen to it closely, they're actually doing a good bit of sliding, but if you're not as comfortable with sliding that fast, you can play it a little bit differently. So the first variation, starting on the 9th fret of the B string, you're going to slide to the 11th fret and then back to the 9th. So that's the first part. And then the second part, you're going to drop to the 8th fret on the G string, and then slide to the 6th fret, and then play the 5th fret on the G string. So I'll play through that completely. Now the other variation here, like I said, you can do kind of a hammer on. So whatever you prefer. And then for the 4th playthrough, so you play that 3 times, and then on the 4th bar, you go up to either the 14th fret and the 13th fret. So, or you can stay down here on the 9th fret and then drop down to the 8th fret on the high E string. So whatever you prefer. And that's the chorus. Now going to the second verse, you're going to keep your clean tone, the same delay, but you're going to enable your washy reverb. So let's go ahead and play through that, and then I'll break it down. So it's a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So they're playing 16th notes. So starting on the 10th fret on the D string, you're going to start here, and then drop down to the 8th fret, back to the 10th fret, 8th fret, 6th fret, back to the 10th, 8th fret, 10th fret, 13th fret, 6th fret. Okay, and that's the verse. And then you're going to go back into the chorus. Now at this point, you're going to remain on your neck pickup, but you're going to enable your first stage of overdrive. So let me play through that chorus, the second chorus, just so you can hear what that sounds like with the overdrive enabled. Okay, so as you come out of the second chorus, you're going to transition into the bridge. So there's quite a lot going on here in terms of dynamics. So pay attention to that. First bridge, you're going to be coming in with the washy reverb, still your overdrive enabled, and then your analog delay. All right, so for this, you're going to be playing 16th notes, and then you're going to transition into the main part of the song, which is where you're going to cut through the most. So let me play through the first bridge, going into the second bridge, and then we'll break that down. So it's a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a on the 9th fret, then to the 11th fret, 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and then you drop to the 8th fret and then the 4th fret. Or you can stay here on the 8th fret. So. Okay, and then you go back to the 9th fret again, just repeat that. Ninth fret. So then, as you switch your bridge pickup, playing that last bar of the first bridge, you're going to enable your octave pedal. Okay? So here you're going to be playing the 13th fret on the high E string, 11th fret on the high E string, 9th fret on the B string, and then 8th fret on the G string. So. Okay, so that's bridge one. Let's go and talk about bridge two. So here you're playing pretty much this same type of pattern, but you're going to be going slowly, like some dotted half notes, quarter notes, and then you'll be building up to the final chorus. So let me play through that first, and then we'll break it down. Okay, so as you saw there, just picking up speed a little bit. So starting off, you're going to be on the 10th fret of the G string, so, and then you're dropping to the 8th fret of the B string, and then walking up to the 9th fret, and then it's that pattern again, so 13th fret on the high E string, 11th fret, 9th fret on the B string, 8th fret on the G string, and then to the 10th fret on the G string. So you're doing that again. So you play that twice through, And then you're going to pick up just a little bit faster. So you go 9, 8 on the B string, and then 11, 9. Picking up 9, 8, 11, 9. Then you walk up to the 11th fret and the 13th fret, and then you go. Okay, so for the final chorus, you're going to be playing that same pattern like you have been, but you're all in, so you're going to be on your bridge pickup still, your octapedal is enabled, your 2 stages of overdrive, your brighter delay, so the one that doesn't have as much in there, just the smaller medium mix, and then your brighter reverb or your less washy reverb. Okay, so let me play through that final chorus, and we'll break it down. Okay, so as you saw there, just playing the same thing that we have been doing with the additional effects turned on. And then at the end, there's a tag. So what you do here is you're just playing additional notes up here at the top. So. All right, and those are the parts for the song. If you have a Line 6 Helix, I have made a preset for this song, so check out the link below in the description. You can download that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss my next guitar lesson. Thanks. See you soon.